All right, first trade's coming up right now. 26,130 is where the Nifty is starting. 60,000 and 60,001 blinking red and green, basically nothing at all. So just about trying to find its footing. About a 0.25% lower on the Nifty. The Nifty Bank is down about 0.15, 0.2. The mid-cap index is absolutely flat, 34 points lower. And I think the small-cap index, which is coming up on your screen also, which is down about a 0.25% or so. So it's uniformly down about a quarter. Mid-cap, though, the mid-cap index has just about come back into the green. 61,160 is where the mid-cap index is at. 750 stocks are higher, 740 stocks are lower. So, I think it's absolutely evenly balanced. But it's all about single stocks. Senco at the bottom of the screen and a bunch more we'll get to. Titan, of course, is the other one. That's a Nifty heat map. Titan is on the one end of the spectrum after that very strong third quarter update. There is Infi, HCL Tech. So I think I can see some positive color on IT services names, at least two large caps there. Cipla, HDFC Bank and Tata Motors passenger vehicle is lower. But more down than up, some 30, 33, 32 names which are lower and the rest which are higher. 60 points down, about a 0.25% is what that translates into. But it is single stocks in action. Rima.
Particularly the gold jewelry companies. Look at Senco, 10% up on that. Kalyan Jewellers up 1.5%. And of course, then the giant Titan, which on a very large base has seen the top line compound or grow at 41%. Titan sees buying, stock is up 3.5%. Interglobe Aviation also up in the green. IT, the Nifty IT index has a positive start with names like HCL Tech, Infosys, Wipro opening up in the green. ITC is another mover, and M&M, which launched a new variant of their XUV 700 at a price point of about 13-14 lakh, has opened up in the green. On the way down, some softness visible in pharma names. Pharma was the biggest sectoral winner yesterday, but today profit booking visible in Cipla. Is there some news in Cipla? Stock is down 2%, so it's not just a mild cut, but Cipla is down. You've got a mild red coming through on some other names like Sun Pharma, Dr. Reddy's. Tata Motors passenger vehicles under pressure for the second day in a row on the back of the disappointing auto sales numbers. And HDFC Bank, that continues to be the problem. Third day in a row, HDFC Bank opens with a cut of 1%. Now in 3 days, the stock is down nearly 5%. Outside of that, Shriram Finance, Maruti, Bajaj Finserv. The two stocks we should pull up are Trend, because it was down 8.5% yesterday. And the other one is Reliance Industries, the big contributor to the fall. Trend opens flat. Reliance sees a mild green, up 0.5%. So some signs of life now in Reliance.
Well, that's right. Good to see the big boy fight back in today's trading session. Yesterday, maybe in fact, it ended towards the low point of the day. So important to track that one. Jefferies, for one, they continue to maintain their positive outlook on Reliance Industries. Moving to other stocks in focus, though. Bliss GVS Pharma. Nimesh had mentioned yesterday the street is sniffing maybe a possible M&A opportunity out there. And yesterday, the stock perked up. It was already up 10% when Nimesh spoke about it. It had perked up, I think, to around 18-19%. And today, it's building onto some gains. So, stock up close to around 4% in the initial few minutes. Cupid has been all over the place. Volume's massive today, but that stock's up close to around 4.5%. A few other notable names. IRB Infra, positive news flow coming in there. Stock up close to around 2%. Nalco cooled off yesterday towards the end of trade, but today, in fact, it's popped up close to around 2%. So telling you that aluminium rally still continues out there in line with what we're seeing in terms of global prices, maybe getting a little bit tricky in comparison to a month or so ago, but that stock continues to build onto gains. Welspun Corp, there's an order win out there. The quantum, though, is something that we are still checking. But the order inflow has been very, very strong, and it's giving them good visibility for the next few years. So that stock is well up and about in today's trading session. What's down? Meesho. Keep an eye on that stock. Massive volumes. Stock down close to around 5%, so it's falling on rather large volumes. Ola Electric, in the last month or so, the stock has done a quick fire. 32 to 42 rupees on the stock. But that one, in fact, in today's trading session, it's come in for a tinge of profit-taking down as we speak. So that's about some of the top movers in today's trading session. Mid-cap index outperforming, headline index down only around 50 points. Prashant?
Well, I think, some stabilization perhaps as we go along. Bliss has seen a 1.2% equity which has changed hands. And as Nigel pointed out, it was part of our D-Street chatter yesterday. Okay, there's more up than down for now. 1,400 stocks are higher and about 1,000 stocks are lower. Bunch of these silver ETFs, silver Bs, and there's HDFC Silver and Tata SBI. I mean, these are all the entire silver instruments are up between 3 and 4% once again. So it's a massive move which continues across these products into 2026 after a phenomenal 2025. No stopping for now. Tata Technologies is up about 3.25% or so. I think there's an upgrade on auto ER&D companies. There's, I think, Tata Tech is mentioned, I think maybe signed, etc. But 3%, I think on the back of that, one of the, I think JP Morgan, I believe, will try and check and put that out. But I think it's on the back of some upgrades which have been put out. On the downside, we've already highlighted Meesho, and I think Dixon we've highlighted. Indian Hotels, that downgrade from
Morgan Stanley. They've downgraded it to an equal weight from an overweight. The new target price, the lower target price stands 780, so still higher than current market price. And the key argument is valuations. Adequately captures all the risk reward.
Just one more point. Meesho, since we just spoke about it, the lock-in ended. That explains why that stock is under intense pressure in today's trading session. And also keep an eye out on InfoEdge. The job index data should be flashing for you on the screen. That is just out. So that's the stock that we're looking at. For the time being, it's perked up close to around 2.5%. It's seen a bit of a leg up, I think, in a minute or so. So just keep an eye out on that one. We'll get those details up for you on the screen.
Absolutely. And important one, which we will continue to track. So more on individual names, but the Nifty is now down 20 points, which means we've seen about a 60-odd point recovery, 50-point recovery from the day's low, the starting low in that sense.